Yeah, I moved into another oak forest here. This one has a lot of fresh sign. See the trails. I don't know if you can pick up trail through there, trail through here. I found fresh buck scat from like this morning. See, it's all disturbed. Here's some beds. Here's a bed. Here's a bed. Looky here. Look at this. So, see that? See that? See the bed right there? So there's another bed right over there. So they're actively feeding in this oak forest. A little lower in elevation. Most of the acorns are probably gone if I had to guess. I'm not seeing them loaded up in the trees, but there's obviously still some here, and they're still feeding in here. Disturbed ground right there. And so, see the trails through here? It's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but right through there. So this looks, yeah, look at right here, right here, over here. So this is an active feeding spot. So I gotta figure out, it's too thick for me to set up in here with a rifle. But they're definitely still feeding in here. See, this is all kind of beaten down as they're eating the acorns. See, the leaves are scattered. Probably hard to pick up on the camera, but in real life. I think one just dropped and hit that branch right there as we were looking. Landed in the branch below. There's a bird up there. I don't see a whole bunch loaded up in the trees, but it's kind of hard to see from the ground. I'd say probably 80% of them is probably dropped, but they're still feeding in here. There's all kinds of sign. So now I gotta figure out where I can set and be able to catch them coming in and out of here in the open and sit 100 yards away so they don't smell me. It's pretty trampled in here. Look how trampled that is. Yeah, I'm still seeing acorns on the ground. Yeah, there are. Oh yeah, they're in here. Okay, so they're feeding in here. So I'm gonna put a camera in here. See what kind of bucks we have. I think this tree right here, looking this way, would be pretty good. Yeah, so you can see there's holes, and then there's still some acorns. So that's kind of been picked over. They're still working on it. This doesn't look too disturbed over here yet. Boy, I can sure see some acorns in here. Yeah, look at this. Look at here, 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 here. Okay, so they're in here. This is where they're coming to feed. So I think I'll set up a game cam. Maybe on this tree. Look into this big area. If you get too tight, every little stupid limb that moves, you get a million pictures of the same twig blowing in the wind. So I'm going to set up a camera right here. And then I'm going to try and figure out where they're coming in here from. I'll check the sides for trails. I'm pretty sure they're coming from that way because that's where I see most of the activity. But there's definitely, they're in here feeding.